to my friend from Massachusetts that when Democrats used reconciliation, we used the reconciliation process to do the Inflation Reduction Act and help everyone. The Inflation Reduction Act meant green jobs to red states, and it meant less pollution for everyone. The Republicans are teeing up to use reconciliation to help big CEOs, billionaires, and big corporations who are already doing amazingly well. If you feel you're being left behind by those folks, it's because you are. Look at what CEO pay has done, rocketing skyward, compared to the pay of the top 1%, other folks in the C-suite who may not be the CEO, compared to typical worker wages down here. Most Americans are right here, and most of the benefit of this tax reform will go to these folks. CEOs are taking a larger and larger share for themselves of the resources of American corporations, leaving less and less to pay their workers, and that's the difference, rocketing upward and more or less flat. And they want to make this worse through their reconciliation. If you want to add another backdrop to what's going on here, this is the share of America's revenue that's contributed by corporations. A lot of people in this body seem to want to go back to the good old days of the 1950s when, things were whatever they were then. Well, back in the 1950s, more than 30% of America's revenue came from our corporate community. Corporations were making a real and significant contribution to America's revenues and enjoying the significant growth that being an American corporation provides you. But politically, they hacked and they hacked and they hacked and they hacked away at their responsibilities, and now they're paying 6% of America's revenues. As wealthy as American corporations are, they add 6% now of America's revenues. And this, too, will be made worse by this Republican program. Half the benefits go to the top 5%. If you're over $1 million, it's a $78,000 tax cut. If you're making 50 grand, $273. Thanks a bunch. And the hit is going to come to regular Americans through Medicare, through Medicaid, and through support for their health care. They will even lower taxes for companies moving jobs and profits offshore. How about that for Make America Great Again? I tell you, when you actually take a look under the hood, what you see every time is that the benefits of these Republican tax cuts go to the biggest corporations, to the billionaires, and to corporate CEOs, and within those biggest corporations, the worst ones for moving jobs and profits offshore. It's as reliable as sunrise, and it's as wrong as it can be. I yield to my friend, Senator Rosen.